I'm Dave. I go to Encounter Community, and it is an amazing church. I was committed from a very young age. My dad wanted to be a pastor, but he also struggled with what he wanted to do in the church, but he was always committed to church. I was going to Wyoming Park Church of God. After some issues happened at the church pretty much imploded in itself. That crushed my faith. I lost a lot of friends that I loved dearly. My parents changed who they were. They ended up arguing and fighting. So to see my dad struggle with his own faith, it pushed me away harder, and I didn't know what to do. I was not pursuing my life in a proper way. That's when it was complete chaos. I was drinking. Every now and then, some recreational stuff. The people and the crowds that I hung around with, a lot of them were gang members. I struggled in school a lot. I was very much full of anger a lot. I fought a lot, and that was probably like the biggest thing that made me realize, okay, something's wrong here. With God, I was never like that, and without him, I was pretty upset a lot. My faith was pushed the furthest away when I was probably about 18 or 19. That's when I left to the Army. I joined probably the biggest collective group of people that don't have faith at all. We struggle a lot, especially in combat situations. It's hard to see God in an area where you're seeing so much violence and so much anger and war. It's very difficult to see where God sets in all of this. After I came back from Afghanistan, that's where I was like, I'm struggling here and I don't know why. That led me to a bottle of Jameson a day, trying to drown out memories that I didn't want to remember. That's where God finally stepped in, and where I had no choices, where he took over. I got pulled over. I had a warrant for my arrest that I had no idea I had. I got sent to jail. Man, did I struggle. The first 2 days were pure panic, pure paranoia. I was by myself in a cell, and I kept pacing back and forth, and I was hyperventilating, and I didn't know what to do. And out of nowhere, I looked down, and there's a Bible on the floor. And God came down and was like, hey, you know I'm here for you. And then something in my heart just broke out, and I just wanted to cry and cry and cry, and I fell to my knees, and I was just like, I'm done. I'm committing to you. Like, I can't do this anymore on my own. I'm struggling so hard. I'm in this situation, and I have no idea or any clue what to do. And I started reading. He was telling me, like, you need to find your faith again. You need to pursue me. Stop pursuing your own life. And then that's what hit me the hardest. And then that's when I realized all I cared about was money and me. If I keep living this way, what kind of life am I showing my son? And my son would definitely not want to be a part of my life. When I got out of jail, I was going to Frontline, but I struggled because of how far it was, because I was living here in Belding. Young kid that goes to Belding High School, he told me about this church Encounter. The first day I walked in, I had no clue what to expect. Darren was like one of the first people I talked to here. Like the first time I met him, he told me everything about him, the struggles that he had in his life. That made me want to open up to him even more. And that's the best part, is talking to people so people can see what you need to work on. A week ago, 2 weeks ago, I could have been homeless. And all I did was pray and pray and pray. And to have Paul talk to me and say, hey, I know you're struggling. If you want to move in with me, my door is open. Paul has been nothing but a blessing. It's like the day I met him. He's like so awesome. My faith has never been so strong. I have never felt anything like this. If someone was to walk into this church right now and ask me, they're like, I don't know what to do, the best thing I could say is talk. Talk to anyone. Everyone here is so friendly. Pete Linebaugh, Paul, Austin, you guys are all so open and so friendly. Talking to people here is like such a great bond. There's so many bonds that you can build with people here, and those people will help you expose your life more. And never stop reading your Bible. That is what pushed me closer to God. Your Bible is your sword. That has always been my Excalibur. If I have a problem, I turn to it. It tells me everything. It's the hardest thing ever, is to step back and let go of the wheel and just say, I'm done. Please take over. And I'd rather be a passenger than the driver. And I know for a fact God is a better driver than I am.